Keith Jackson is not new to Papua New Guinea. He worked in the highlands of PNG decades ago. While he now lives in Australia, he maintains contact with the country through writing. He says there is something unique about Papua New Guinean writers.
Papua New Guineans are good writers. They really are. Because writers need not to be too self-conscious, to have a passion and emotion for what they do, to be very creative in the way they think. And Papua New Guineans are all of those things.
From a blog called PNG Attitude, Keith has followed the progress of some Papua New Guinean writers who contribute to this blog, who have also published full books.
3 years ago, we published the first book under this voluntary company called Puk Puk Publications. And now, surprisingly, we find that nearly 40 books have been published by Puk Puk Publications, most of them by Papua New Guineans, a few by Australians who worked or lived in Papua New Guinea.
Some of these writers were honoured at the recent launching of the book My Walk to Equality, published by Puk Puk Publishing. It is an anthology of Papua New Guinean women writers who write about contemporary PNG.
Because most of these poems and writings that I contribute to the anthology and to the PNG Attitude blog are based on my personal experiences. So it's just getting it out there, because I know that a lot of women can relate to these things, and hoping that, because at the end of every poem that I write, or the moral behind all my stories, is that there is hope.
Sure, well, family planning is something that I take to heart, and it is my passion. I work in an organization which helps many women and men with family planning, and the piece is basically a reflection on how family planning choices change lives. So the more information that a woman has on family planning, she would have the ability to control her fertility and, to further be empowered to complete her studies, have children when she is ready to, and basically support her children throughout.
This is the 40th book published by Puk Puk Publications, and so far it is getting good reviews.
A long overdue publication. Highly commend all of those involved in the groundbreaking Puk Puk publication featuring these writers. It's a must-read Puk Puk publication that explores PNG women's perspective of gender equality through their personal journeys and reflections. And it's not a whinging book at all. The women are not whinging about how downtrodden they are. It's an inspiring book.
Inspiring is what Keith finds about PNG writers and their writing.
It's very sharp, it's very clear, it's very acute, and it's not embarrassed at all. So there are cultural differences, of course, between different peoples, and it seems as though the Melanesian cultures are capable of providing a very good platform for creative writing. That's just a theory, but that'll do me for the moment.
Sarah Aupong, National MTV News.